Should you come to Bombay for MBBS or not? Hi guys, I'm Shubha. I'm a final year medical student in HBTMC Bombay. And so you can say it's been around 3-4 years, almost 4 years since I've been in Bombay. And so I think I can give you my perspective of whether you should come to Bombay for MBBS or not. The NEET UG 2026 counseling is going to start soon. So that's why I thought I'll just put this video out. And the pros and the cons. I've made a list. I will tell you all about it. Because it is a big decision. It is a big decision which MBBS college you choose, which city you choose for the next minimum 5.5 years of your life. And one of the prime years of your life, your college life. So yeah, I'm going to be interspersing the pros and the cons. We're going to have a list that is going to be maintained. This video is targeted to all those people who have gotten the ranks to get into the GMCs or BMCs of Bombay, or who want to go pursue the private medical colleges in Bombay, and you're confused whether you want to go to Bombay, Delhi, or Bangalore, or Pune, Hyderabad, Chennai. So according to what my experience has been by selecting Bombay, I'm going to tell you my pros and cons and whether you should come to Bombay or not. And you probably should. No, I mean, it's up to you, honestly. The first pro is you will get the exposure of your life. Not kidding. I mean, it's literally one of the best cities in the world, I think, especially in India to live, because it does give you the exposure of everything. There is not a single day when, you can open your district app and there is not something happening in the city. So yeah, the city life is amazing. On the other side, I will also tell you that the campuses of most medical colleges in Bombay are small, because Bombay mein utna jagah nahi hai. Everybody wants to come to Bombay. There's a bigger city life that you get rather than a very big campus life, so to speak. Yeah, that is something you trade in for the benefits that you get with living in this city. The second thing is best city in India. I already said that one. Academics, if somebody wants to know about the academics of how Bombay Medical College, I will say academics, I have said time and again, it depends on the individual. If you will study in any government medical college in a tier 2 or tier 3 city, or in some other city, or in your hometown, you will study here also. It's not like, and if you are not going to study in any of those colleges, you're not studying here either. Academics is a very, very individualistic thing, I have said before. Professors are going to take lectures like normal. You're going to attend postings. Definitely the inflow. I must say, I study in Cooper and it has a massive patient inflow. It's literally the only sarkari medical college, so to speak, in western Bombay, so to speak, like Juhu area and stuff. So we get a ton of patient load from around. So that's why there's never a dearth of patients. Definitely once you're checking for your college, whichever your individual college is, I will say that check in for the patient load, because patient load is a little important. For the sources that you can also use along with your MBBS degree to prepare for MBBS, is the same everywhere. It's Marrow. You can do it from anywhere. There's DAMS also in Bombay. On a college MBBS degree level, only to that, yeah, your professors will teach you, but you have to study it by yourself if you want a thorough grasp over anything. Academics, it just boils down to you, to be honest, no matter what city, what college you are in. One of the offsides is that you have to you sort of have to give up on your hometown and being around the people you have always been around with. For example, I've grown up in Patna, so I miss people going around and saying, "Aapko kya chahiye, madam? Hum de dete hain." I sort of miss that. I don't know, I miss people saying that. Yeah, I get to meet so many new people from so many different parts of the country, and it has totally widened my horizon. My brain is like a plethora of cultures and traditions and dishes. I know what a shrikhand is, and I know what a thali peet is, and I know what a vada pav is, and I probably wouldn't have known all that if I was still back home, or any other city. That is true for any other new place that you go. I would definitely suggest moving out of your hometown, though. I'm just telling you the whys of why Bombay, but definitely that is a tip. You should move out of your hometown. If you're questioning whether I think your holistic development will be amazing if you move out of your hometown. It gives you a chance to grow as a person, and it's a lot of responsibility, but it's also it's just amazing in general. Also, one important thing that you should remember if you are thinking of moving to Bombay is, yes, I'm going to be very honest here. The cost of living is a little on the higher side. The cost of living, just living your life, going to cafes, breathing, chilling with friends, buying the things that you like, including everything, you know. If you want to truly enjoy Bombay in its essence, of course, you should be an adult with your adult money and enjoy the city. But as a student also, the cost of living, I would say, is a little higher. Not a little, it is higher. It's on the higher side. So if that is a problem, you should definitely keep that in mind, that the cost of living is higher in Bombay. If you want to enjoy the city to its potential, that's what I'm saying. On the offside, if you are somebody who can afford this sort of lifestyle and you really want to experience that, then of course Bombay is the place for you. Another important MBBS NEET PG thing to consider is that there's actually quite a good number of PG seats, NEET PG seats in Maharashtra. It's one of the things that I also kept in mind when I was selecting Mumbai, because apart from the city life and everything aspects, I had to be a little practical too. So I did see that in the longer run, that there are a significant number of PG seats too in comparison to the other states or cities that I was looking at. Of course, how can we forget, it is extremely safe. As a girl, if you are thinking which is the safest city in India, yeah, Bombay comes to mind, because it honestly is. My experience as a girl living in Bombay, it has been nothing but really safe. Okay, yeah, let that aeroplane pass. How do I look? Do I look nice or not? You tell me, guys. Let me just put my Victoria's Secret Rose Delight flavored lip gloss. Yay! Because why not, guys? Because why not? You only live once. It's gifted to me by one of my friends, and oh my god, it smells amazing. Yeah, as a girl, it has been like pretty safe and pretty nice. I'm not saying you should be going out alone, irrespective. Wherever you are, please take care of your safety, because safety is most important. But I have seen girls and they're riding their scooties or in their autos and they're safe and they're confident enough that they're safe. So like, it's a very beautiful feeling, to be honest. It is definitely one of the safest cities. I don't think any place in this world is completely safe for a girl, but I think this is one of the good ones. You know, if you're a girl or a guy, to be honest. The offside, again, it will take you time to find your people. Now, this is not true just for Bombay. I think it's true for any city, any college that you go to. It might take you a year, it might take you two, it might take you 1 month if you're an extremely extroverted person, you know. Just saying. But again, even those friendships go through ups and downs. That in itself is a different topic. College life, you're going to find it's going to take you time to trust people. Your trust is going to get broken. Then you again realize who you can finally fully trust. Your people who make you feel safe. And yeah, in Bombay, it might take you a little bit of time, because I think everybody's trying to be cool. In college, everybody is trying to be cool. And in Bombay, I think honestly everybody is. So the best approach to this is you are cool and let everybody else be cool, you know. You don't need to try to be cool. Let everybody in, connect with those who you vibe with, your pop culture references are same or your memes are same, you know. Okay, my storage ran out. I do not remember what I was saying. Another pro is that the beach, the sea, the rains, the perks of living in a coastal city. It's beautiful, you know. But if you are in a position to enjoy it, I think Bombay can be beautiful. You know, whenever you're having a hectic day, one of the first things that you do as a Mumbaiker is essentially you just go to the beach, look at the sea, just calm down, because the sea just calms you down. Like, I don't know why, how, what, but it just sort of does. I think the language barrier in Bombay is definitely going to be lesser than in South India for a North Indian, for example. Or if you're a Telugu speaking person, of course, most of the people coming into the hospitals, the patients coming in would be speaking either Hindi or Marathi, so you need to be fluent in that. And that was all my advice for you guys, whether you should choose Bombay or not for MBBS. Look at my top. It's a boat neck H&M top, by the way. I love it. I'll show you guys my fit also. And I'm dressed up because I had gone to see the Odyssey. Yay! And these pants. And I was really happy with my outfit. And I had a lot of fun. Y'all should also go watch the Odyssey. It was amazing. It was like generally, bro, Chris Nolan, like because he's watching this video, of course. What a job, man. Like, good. That's about it for this video. If you want more videos like this, and if you want to see more travel content, life in an MBBS student and me traveling with my friends and stuff, because travel vlogs are coming, I promise. Subscribe to me, it'll make me happy, and I'm gonna be posting really fun, interesting med school content soon. So if you want to be a part of that, follow me. Okay? I love you.